The words still rang in my ears, sharp and cold as a winter breeze. My son, Adam, stood in the doorway of the home I'd built brick by brick, his face twisted with anger. "Get out of my house!" he shouted, his voice trembling with a mix of defiance and guilt. I looked into his eyes that once sparkled with childish adoration for me, and saw only resentment. I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I simply nodded and said, "Very well." I picked up my small suitcase, walked past him, and stepped into the humid Karachi night, leaving behind the house I'd poured my life into. I am Tariq, a 62-year-old widower. For 30 years, I ran a small textile business in Sadar, scraping together every penny to give Adam and his sister, Sarah, a good life. After my wife, Rubina, passed away 10 years ago, I leaned even harder into my role as a father. I paid for Adam's engineering degree, his fancy internships, even the down payment for the house he now claimed as his own. Sarah, my sweet girl, had moved to Dubai after her marriage, leaving me and Adam to navigate our grief together. Or so I thought. The trouble started when Adam married Zara, a woman with a sharp tongue and sharper ambitions. She wanted a modern life, branded clothes, foreign vacations, a house that screamed status. I didn't mind. I wanted my son to be happy. But Zara saw me as an obstacle, a relic of old traditions cluttering her Instagram-perfect world. She'd whisper to Adam, her words like poison seeping into his heart. "Why does he still live with us?" "He's holding you back," she'd say when she thought I couldn't hear. Slowly, Adam changed. My boy, who once begged me to tell him stories of my childhood in Liari, now rolled his eyes when I spoke. He stopped asking for my advice. He stopped calling me Dad and started calling me Baba, like I was some distant uncle. The night he told me to leave was the breaking point. Zara had orchestrated it, I knew. She'd been pushing him to take control of the house, which was still in my name, but paid for partly with his earnings. I could have fought back. I could have reminded him that the roof over his head existed because of my sweat and sacrifice. But I didn't. I wanted him to feel the weight of his words. So, I left. I moved into a small flat in Gulshan-e-Iqbal, rented with what little savings I had left after years of supporting Adam's dreams. The first night I sat on a creaky bed staring at my phone. No calls, no messages, just silence. I told myself he'd come around. He was my son, after all. A week passed. My phone buzzed relentlessly. 47 missed calls, all from Adam. At first, I ignored them. Let him stew, I thought. Let him realize what he'd done. But curiosity got the better of me, and on the 8th day, I answered. "Dad, please come back." Adam's voice cracked. "I didn't mean it. Zara, she's gone too far this time." I stayed silent, letting him fill the void. "It's the house," he continued, his words tumbling out. "Things are falling apart. The pipes are leaking, the electricity keeps tripping, and I found papers. Dad, the house isn't even fully paid off. There's a loan in your name, isn't there?" I smiled grimly. He was starting to see. The truth was, I'd never told Adam the full story of the house. When he and Zara wanted to buy it, I took out a loan to cover the shortfall, putting my textile business as collateral. I'd been quietly paying it off month after month so they could live their dream. But I wasn't about to hand him the solution on a platter. "Not yet. What do you want me to do, Adam?" I asked, my voice calm but firm. "Come back, Dad. Please, I'll fix this. I'll talk to Zara. Just help me." I agreed, but not because I was ready to forgive. No, this was the beginning of my plan, a plan to teach Adam a lesson he'd never forget. I returned to the house, but I didn't move back in. Instead, I took a guest room and made it clear I was there to help. Adam was desperate, and Zara, though furious, couldn't argue. The house was falling apart without me. The plumber wouldn't come unless I called. He was an old friend from Liari. The electrician? Same story. The bank was sending notices about the loan, and Adam had no idea how to navigate the paperwork. I stepped in quietly, methodically, fixing each problem while letting Adam believe he was in control. But I had a deeper plan. I started sowing seeds of doubt. I'd casually mentioned to Zara's friends, who visited often, how much I'd sacrificed for the house. "Oh, it's nothing," I'd say with a humble smile. "Just a father's duty." I'd leave old photos of Adam as a child around the house, reminding him of the bond we once had. I even invited Sarah for a visit, knowing her sharp wit would unsettle Zara. Sarah, bless her, didn't hold back. "This house is Dad's heart," she told Adam in front of Zara. You should be ashamed for treating him like this. Zara's facade began to crack. Her friends started whispering about her ingratitude. Adam, already stressed from the house's endless issues, grew distant from her. I didn't need to say much. Their own guilt and mistrust did the work for me. Then came the final blow. I sat Adam down one evening and showed him the loan documents. I've been paying this for years, I said. But I can stop. The bank will take the house if I do. His face went pale. Or, I continued, I can transfer the deed to you. But you'll need to take on the payments. Can you handle it? He couldn't. His job, while decent, wasn't enough to cover the loan and Zara's extravagant lifestyle. He begged me to keep paying, promising to change, to respect me, to make things right. I agreed, but on one condition. Zara had to apologize, publicly, to me, to Sarah, to our extended family. She refused at first, her pride too strong. But the pressure mounted. Adam was unraveling. The house was still a mess, and her social circle was turning against her. Finally, at a family gathering, she stood up, tears in her eyes, and apologized. I was wrong, Baba, she said, her voice shaking. Please forgive me. I nodded, gracious as ever, but inside I felt a quiet triumph. I didn't want revenge for revenge's sake. I wanted my son back, and I wanted Zara to understand that this house, this family, wasn't hers to control. Adam and I are rebuilding now. Zara is quieter, humbler. The house is still in my name, and I've made it clear it'll stay that way until Adam proves he's learned his lesson. The 47 missed calls? They're a reminder, to him and to me, that love can endure betrayal, but respect must be earned. And every night, as I sit in my old armchair, I look at the walls I built and think, this is still my house.